ability to spot undervalued projects to be able to make profit from gems, cryptocurrency is a factor that one should utilize in the day to day of this 2022. So 2022 has a lot of perks that guys want to be aware of. So currently, it says we'll be reading this article that says 5 ways to spot an undervalued project. So once you are able to understand the basics on the concepts of how these of being a crypto millionaire, you're able to go a long way in the crypto space. The article is done by Daniel Phillips, live on CoinMarketCap Alexandria. Should buy keys. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. And let's head up to this article. So, table of contents is what we'll be looking at. So, the cryptocurrency market can be both incredibly lucrative or gut-wrenchingly painful. So, depending on the decisions you make when investing. Unfortunately, it's rare to stumble across surefire wins when making an investment. So, there will always be some degree of risk involved. So, nonetheless, through careful project selection and proper due diligence, it's possible to dramatically minimize the risk and maximize your odds of success. So here we're going to be looking at 5 simple tips that could help you go a long way. So these tips primarily focus on pre-launch, early-stage projects, but can generally be applied to more established projects such as just as easily. So as always, never invest more than you can afford to lose, and there are no uncertainties in an investment game. So you always want to put this behind your mind that there's no 100% guarantee that you'll be getting such returns. But however, without taking risk, I think there are levels of risk you should be able to take too. So now check its market valuation. It says one of the simplest ways to identify an attractive investment opportunity is by examining whether an asset is undervalued. So for projects that haven't yet launched, this means checking its initial market capitalization. This is the value of all of its token unit that will be in circulation following its token generation event. That's TGE token generation event. So projects that have an initial market cap that is lower than their expected fair value can represent lucrative investment opportunity since the market trends to move the token price up toward its fair value in the days and weeks following its TGE. So in general, a project that launches with a lower than expected market cap has a strong chance of gaining value until it achieves its fair value in the market. So conversely, projects that have a higher than expected market cap, such as due to a sudden transient influx of orders, may eventually fall back to a lower, fairer market cap. So for example, we're going to be looking at AstroSwap, whose market cap was set at $120,000. So, as the first DEX on Cardano, it is easy to compare its market cap to other prominent DEX like PancakeSwap and Uniswap, both of which have a market cap in excess of $1 billion. So, sure enough, AstroSwap quickly moved closer to its fair market value following its launch, climbing from a $120,000 to a $120 million market cap at its peak. So next in the list, you want to check out its backers. You want to check out the backers. I said the team behind it. I said before diving into projects, it's generally a good idea to see who you are investing alongside with. So practically, this means checking out its earliest known backers. So paying close attention to any noteworthy VC funds and angel investors they have onboarded. So in general, projects will have a list of their most prominent backers on your website, but this primarily applies to projects that are venture funded. So using Port Finance as an example, you can see that it's backed by a range of well-established VC funds, including Redstone Capital, Morningstar Ventures, and Jump Capital. From here, you can navigate to each VC's website to see their track record. Now, zooming in on Morningstar Ventures, we can see that it has also backed early titans like Aeron, Covalent, and Yield Guide Games. But for us, more importantly, you can also see it was backed by Ascendex. Early exchange backers can be an indicator of a sex lacing down the line. And sure enough, Port Finance was listed on Ascendex in the future within the days to come. So ideally, you would also want to see see not only a list of well-respected VC funds with excellent track record, but also backers that are known to add value to the project. So whether that be through assistance with marketing, strategy development, or something else. So on the flip side, if the project is backed by rather obscure VCs or completely lacks any backing, this could be a red flag. If the experts don't want it, why would you? So guys, you want to check its team. See, a strong team is key to a strong project. There are no two ways about it. So by selecting projects that have accomplished, experienced team members, you can dramatically increase your odds of success. The executive team should be subject to the majority of your scrutiny. So pay close attention to the background and experience of its CEO, CBDO, CMO, and perhaps most importantly, its CTO. So using Precog, an upcoming features ecosystem and basis trade aggregator protocol as an example, we can break down how you do some basic due diligence on a team before investing. So first off, the CEO as the project lead and individual are responsible for organizing and managing the team. A strong CEO is paramount. So examining Jan Rajik LinkedIn, we find that he's founded and managed a variety of startup companies in different niches over the last decade, so demonstrating strong business sense and more. So moving on to the CTO, Hato Ferreira, we see that we funded uTrust, one of the best performing projects of 2017, and is a partner at an established crypto fund. So lastly, the platform CMO Xavier Garcia has held high-level marketing roles in the blockchain space for half a decade, largely focused on blockchain-based financial products. So a strong team bodies well for the project. So whereas a sub-bar team can be a sign of weakness, so look for evidence of prior success and a history of sticking through for the long term. So if the team is not publicly facing, this makes the job a lot more difficult. In this case, it would be best to look for alternative ways to verify the team's accolades, such as looking over the project's GitHub, checking for awards, or considering testimonials of other trustworthy individuals. So you want to scrutinize the tokenomics of these tokens. He says one of the key aspects of any successful project is sustainable tokenomics, irrespective of how good a project is. High inflationary tokenomics will inevitably lead to price suppression if there isn't sufficient utility in place. So fortunately, some projects aren't exactly transparent about their token emission, and it can be a challenging factor to accurately work out how fast the token supply will inflate. So others, however, have transparent tokenomics, helping you work out on this will be a problem. So some of the best ways to identify whether a project will suffer from high inflation, including checking the vesting schedules of its early backers, T advisors, and seeing whether the project is holding a substantial airdrop or is running a long-term yield farming program. For projects that seem to have a relatively high amount of inflation, check if there is any measures or there are any measures in place to reduce the circulating supply, such as the staking system or any bond mechanics. For bond mechanics, we can see that BNB was just did their Binance chain just did their bond, annual bond. So those are some facts you want to always note. Then PancakeSwap is an excellent example of this. So although the project suffers from a level of inflation that could cripple most projects at 371,600 cake per day, it also offers strong utility for the token with numerous bond mechanisms in place to help ensure supply and demand are roughly balanced. Then you want to gauge its market fit. So as you may already know, the cryptocurrency market moves in ebbs and flows. So projects that would perform extraordinarily well at one point in time may not perform so well when they actually launch. So likewise, projects that seem to be less than stellar at or prior to their launch may evolve into just what the market needs. But staying on top of the market and having a general understanding of current trend is crucial for identifying projects that have a good market fit or are likely to fit the market later. So based on your current trajectory, one of the simplest ways to gauge a project and market fit is by doing some basic keyword analysis. Now you need to take in the recently launched Blocktopia as an example. By simply browsing its website, you find that it's building in some of today's most hype marketed niches, including decentralized real estate, gaming, non-fungible tokens, and the metaverse. So seeing whether a project aligns with current trends can be as simple as checking the performance of some of its keywords on Google Trends or by monitoring trending tags on social media. So as a platform building a decentralized metaverse or Polygon, Blocktopia hits the nail on the head and launched right when interest in the metaverse reached its peak. But most importantly, it was developing long before the metaverse became a hot niche, giving it a head start over the competition. So that said, it's important to double check that the project you are scrutinizing isn't just appropriating current trends in order to dupe investors. So this would be a major red flag for you. So guys, there are loads of articles, loads of stuff you want to still put on into consideration. So this is not an exhaustive list, but this should guide you. These are just five major tips that should guide you on your journey to staying safe and also being able to maximize your usage of the crypto space. So it's your boy Key. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button so you get notified whenever we drop beneficial uploads. Peace out. If you find this article helpful or this video guide helpful, don't forget to click on the like button, drop your comments, and you can add more to this list. Peace out, guys. One love.